Students, welcome back to our online English class. Today we will learn one of the beautiful poem named Amanda. This is the fifth poem from First Flight. Okay, this poem is very interesting. It's talking about a teenage girl, just like you. So it is so interesting. Now this is Amanda and written by Robin Klein, born on 28th February 1936 in Kempsey, New Wales, Australia. Okay, she is known as the Australian children writer. She was a very good writer, not only a poet but also a story writer. Okay, now let us go to the poem Amanda. Then the Amanda depicts the state of a little girl's mind who is constantly instructed about her do's and do nots by her mother. Okay, now this poem has two different states. Says two different states or settings. They are, first one is the real world that is instructed by her mother, and second one is the fantasy or imagination of the Amanda itself. Okay, these are the two settings. Now let us go to the poem. Here, this is the instruction of her mother. Who is the character here? Amanda. Amanda is a teenage girl, and her imagination is expressed in this poem. At the same time, the instruction of her mother. Okay. Now, don't bite your nails, Amanda. See, first stanza is talking about the instructions of her mother. Whose mother? Amanda's mother. First one is, don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Bend. Hunch means bend. Don't bend your shoulders, Amanda. Third one is, stop the slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Slouching means what? Sitting lazily. What? Stop the slouching. Lazy manner को छोड़कर sit up straight, Amanda. These are the three instructions given by her mother in the first stanza. First one is, don't bite your nail. Second one is, don't bend your shoulders. Third one is, sit straight. Don't slouching. So next stanza is in the bracket. Means what? This is called the parenthesis. Parenthesis means what? It is talking by the girl itself. It is not talking by the narrator or the poet. Here her inner thought or inner thinkings are revealed here. Then what is that? There is a languid emerald sea. Languid means what? Relaxed. Emerald sea means what? Greenish sea or bluish sea. Where in the sole inhabitant is me. अगर मेरा जो inhabitant रहने का जगह एक सी का समुद्र में एमराल्ड सी में है तो मैं कैसे चलते थे, नहीं तो मैं कैसे रहते थे. सी mermaid drifting blissfully. यहाँ पर drifting means what? Going with the motionless without any force, or blissfully without any instruction, or mermaid. Here, this is one of the allusion. It is a mythological creature who had body and a head of a woman and tail of a fish instead of a leg. Okay, that is the mermaid. What? Meanwhile, she is telling that मैं जो समुद्र का वहाँ पर मेरा रहने का जगह है तो मैं कैसे रहते थे, मरमेड का समान रहते थे, जो फिश का समान आराम से जो समुद्र के ऊपर से चलते फिरते रहते थे, और विदाउट एनी मुझे इंस्ट्रक्शन करने के लिए कोई भी नहीं रहते थे. एंड नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा, थर्ड स्टैंजा, डिड यू फिनिश योर होमवर्क, अमंडा? दैट इज द इंस्ट्रक्शन अगेन फ्रॉम मदर. First one is, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Second one, did you tidy your room, Amanda? Third one, I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Three instructions again. First one is, did you complete your homework? Second one is, did you tidy or neat and tidy your room, clean your room? Third one is, did you clean your shoes? These are the three instructions again by her mother. Then at that time what she is thinking, next parenthesis again in the bracket, I'm an orphan roaming the street. She is in her imaginary world or fantasy. Fantasy means imagination, her own thinkings. I am an orphan. Orphan means what? No parents. Roaming the street. अगर मेरा पेरेंट्स नहीं है, मैं एक ऑर्फन है, तो मुझे किसका भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस रूल्स को पालन नहीं करना चाहिए था. मुझे आराम से कहाँ रोमिंग कर सकता है. रोमिंग मीन्स व्हाट? वॉन्डरिंग द स्ट्रीट. आई पैटर्न सॉफ्ट डस्ट विथ हश्ड और barefoot. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. One idiom is here, that is the silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. किसका साइलेंस का बारे में बता रहे हैं? जो ये पेरेंट्स ऐसा बार बार बोलते नहीं था, नहीं तो एल्डर्स बोलते नहीं था. द फ्रीडम, फिर मुझे इतना फ्रीडम मिलते थे, वो फ्रीडम बहुत अच्छा से एंजॉय कर सकते थे. तो क्या है? पैटर्न ऑफ सॉफ्ट डस्ट विथ माई हश्ड बेयर फीट. इसका मीनिंग क्या है? जो मैं नंगा पैर से, नहीं तो कोई भी मुझे बोलेगा नहीं, हाँ शूज पहनो, चप्पल पहनो, सैंडल पहनो, ये सब कुछ कोई भी बोलेगा नहीं. मेरा मर्जी पर मैं स्ट्रीट में घूम सकता था. कहाँ पर? डस्ट में पैर रख सकता था, और नहीं तो कीचड़ में पैर रख सकता था. कहाँ पर भी मुझे जा सकता था. और नेक्स्ट वन, डोंट ईट द चॉकलेट अमंडा. अगेन थर्ड इंस्ट्रक्शन. Remember your acne and Amanda. See, will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So these are again instructing the mother. Don't eat the chocolate, Amanda. This one क्या है? Don't eat the chocolate, because say some pimples are there. From this line we can understand that she is a teenage girl. मीन्स 12 और 13 years girl, बिकॉज पिम्पल्स का बारे में बताया है, और एक्नी का बारे में, एक्नी मीन्स पिम्पल्स का बारे में बताया है. डोंट ईट द चॉकलेट अमंडा. रिमेम्बर योर एक्नी अमंडा. देन विल यू प्लीज लुक एट मी. तो अमंडा कुछ भी ध्यान नहीं करते, तो मदर को इतना गुस्सा आया, तो मदर क्या बोलते? से विल यू प्लीज लुक एट मी व्हेन आई एम स्पीकिंग टू यू अमंडा. ओके, दिस इज द इंस्ट्रक्शन अगेन. देन Amanda's thinking. I'm a Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. तो यहाँ पर और imagination. Amanda's का imagination क्या है? यहाँ पर one of the character is explained. That is one of the heroine from a fairy tale. एक fairy tale में ऐसा एक character है, उसका नाम है Rapunzel. See, Rapunzel is a heroine of a fairy tale, a beautiful girl which with long hair was imprisoned in a tall tower by a witch. In the after some times, a handsome prince came and able to climb up to the top of the tower to meet her. And he calls out to her, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Say Rapunzel. बुलाने लगा. So और let down your hair. और ये क्या बोला है? एक विच का तरफ से एक Rapunzel एक कैरेक्टर है, जो फेरी टेल का एक कैरेक्टर है. ब्यूटीफुल गर्ल है, बहुत लेंदी हेयर वाला. तो ये वो कहाँ पर? प्रिसन में है, प्रिसन किया है. वो एक विच ने लेकर एक लॉन्ग टावर में, बहुत ऊंचा एक टावर में बंद कर रखा. वहां से एक प्रिंस आया, और ब्यूटीफुल प्रिंस आया. प्रिंस उसको देखा और प्रिंस उसको बुलाने लगा, रपनसिल रपनसिल. तो ये रपनसिल क्या कर दिया है? अपना ये लेंदी हेयर नीचे डालकर वो उसको हेयर का द्वारा, प्रिंस को हेयर का द्वारा ऊपर चढ़ सका, और वो प्रिंस ये गर्ल को, ब्यूटीफुल गर्ल को वहां से छुड़ाया और छुटकारा दे दिया, फ्रीडम दे दिया. That is the character of Rapunzel. And I have not care. Life in a tower. अगर जो अमंडा क्या सोचते, अगर मैं रपेंसिल का समान एक कैरेक्टर रपेंसिल का समान है तो जो I have not a care, life in a tower is tranquil. Tranquil means what? Calm or and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. और क्या है, मैं भी ऐसा एक रपेंसिल का सामान है तो मुझे भी ऐसा एक टॉल टावर में बंद कर रखा है तो मुझे एक ब्यूटीफुल प्रिंस आकर मुझे भी वहां से छुटकारा देकर मुझे फ्रीडम दिलाता था. से द प्रिंस विल गिव फ्रीडम फॉर मी. This is the supposition or this is the thought of our Amanda. Then last stanza, stop that sucking at once, Amanda. Or, you are always so moody. Say, sucking means what? To be angry. You are always so moody. This is also the talking of her mother. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. तो ये क्या लास्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन क्या है, तुम ऐसा गुस्सा से बैठना नहीं क्योंकि तो हमेशा तुम मूडी लगते से विदाउट एनी हैप्पीनेस, सब यू मूडी लगते एंड एनीवन वुड थिंक दैट आई नैग्ड दैट यू. और क्या है, मैंने मुझे मीन्स मदर जो अमंडा को कुछ हरास कर दिया. नैगी मीन्स व्हाट? हरास और टॉकिंग अबाउट द थिंग्स शी वांट्स टू डू. तो हरास किया होगा, नहीं तो इरिटेट किया हुआ होगा, इसलिए ये हमेशा हैंग्री गुस्सा में रहते हैं, नहीं तो मूडी में रहते हैं, ऐसा सोचेगा. तो लास्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन क्या है मदर का? तो लास्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन है डोंट बी मूडी, डोंट बी एंग्री और डोंट बी जस्ट लाइक सकिंग गर्ल. तो दिस आर द इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ हर मदर. तो यहाँ पर फर्स्ट टू स्टैंसas में फर्स्ट स्टैंसा और सेकंड स्टैंसा एंड थर्ड स्टैंसas आर द इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ हर मदर एंड लास्ट स्टैंसा इज द message of Amanda from her mother. Okay, now first parenthesis, first one, second one and third one. 3 parentheses are there. These are the thinkings of Amanda. Meanwhile, this is the short summary. The Amanda is a teenage girl. She is thinking about, she is in her imaginary world, but mother tries to advise her about her responsibilities or about her do's and do nots. That is the poem. Okay. Now let us see the word meaning. Already I told that. Hunch means bent, slouching means lazy manner, or acne means pimple. Or again here rhyme scheme. Say the lines are different. For first line and second lines are same ending Amanda. So that is the rhyme scheme A. And third line is different, that we can give B. And again there is A. Amanda is repeating, that is A, B and A. This is the rhyme scheme. Next one, poetical devices. Say each and every poetry there will be poetical devices. Now here the poetic devices. First one is metaphor. Metaphor means what? Compares herself with other creatures or other things. That is, she compared herself with a mermaid, and she compares herself with an orphan, and she compares herself with a Rapunzel. See, mermaid is the allusion character. Orphan is, she's not an orphan but comparing as an orphan. And third one, Rapunzel, is one of the fairy tale character, beautiful girl. And next one is allusion. See, next poetic device is allusion. Allusion, mermaid is an allusion. See, in the second stanza we can see, I already told that this is an imaginary character, allusion, mythological character. So it is called allusion. Who is the creature here? Mermaid. And third one is alliteration. See, in the third line, S sound is repeated. Say, stop there slouching and sit up straight. See, first stanza, third line, stop there slouching. S is repeating here and sit up straight, Amanda. So this is the poetry devices. Now this is a poem, and let us see the question answers. First one, how old do you think Amanda is? I already told that. Say she is a teenager, nearly for 12 or 13 years girl. Then how do you know this? Because in the stanza, for fifth stanza, it is talking that remember your acne Amanda. तो pimples कब आते हैं? Mostly teenage time में. So we can suppose that she is a teenage girl. Then who do you think is speaking to her? Here instructed by her mother. तो mother or father, because orphan एक word use किया है, तो वहाँ पर parents दोनों advice करते होगा, तो mostly mother and father. What next one? Why are stanza second for 6 given in parenthesis? तो यहाँ पर bracket में क्यों दिया है? Parenthesis means what? Because she is talking herself in her inner mind. It is not narrated by the नरेटर से लिखा हुआ नहीं है, बोला नहीं है, वो नहीं है, ये इनर माइंड से बात कर रहे हैं, इसको क्या कहते हैं? पैरेंथेसिस. नेक्स्ट वन, हु इज द स्पीकर इन स्टैंजा 2, 4 and 6? Surely it is Amanda only. Then do you think this speaker listening to the speaker in stanza 1, 3, 5, these are the instructions? Most probably we can suppose that she is not at all listening the advice of her mother. No. Then what could Amanda do if she were a mermaid? So if she were a mermaid, move about in the sea or in the greenish or bluish sea blissfully without any instruction. Next one, is Amanda an orphan? No, she is not an orphan. And why does she say so? Because if she is like that, she will enjoy her freedom without any instruction by her parents or elders. Then, do you know the story of Rapunzel? I already told that this is the fairy tale beautiful girl's character. Then, why does she want to be Rapunzel? Because she wants to get freedom without any restrictions. She wants to move around the world, or so that she wants to get the freedom. Next, what does the girl yearn for? Probably we know that one. She needs freedom. She yearns freedom. Then what does the poem tell you about Amanda? Say she is a girl for enjoying her own life without any restriction. खुद का लाइफ आराम से एंजॉय करने के लिए सोचते, कोई किसी का इवन पेरेंट्स का भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस का बिना. देन जो डू यू थिंक अमेंडा इज सकिंग एंड इज मूडी? We can think that she is a moody girl because she is in her imaginary world and she is in a fantasy world, so she is moody. वो जो fantasy जो suppose करते हुए freedom उसको नहीं मिल रहे, तो she is a moody girl. Then this is the poem, so go through it, learn it, write the question answers. Thinking about the poem you have to write, and some extracts and extra questions I will give. Okay, thank you very much.